Right now, we're going to be moving on to something you guys absolutely love. You guys already know it.
Budget for your gadget with Joel Dela Cruz.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your guys' favorite show. This is Budget for Your Gadget, courtesy of our friends over at asianic.com.ph. You guys got a little something. This is Junior Jock Wacky.
And Junior Jock David.
Right here. David, let's get right into it.
Wow,
What
we're
do
already.
we have?
Usually we kind of have a little bit of banter before this. I don't know. We're just
because the
jumping
thing is,
straight into it.
No, because here's the thing.
No. Here's the thing. Here's the laptop right here.
Yeah.
It's the Lenovo,
Here's the thing.
It's the Lenovo Ideapad Slim 3 and then a bunch of letters after it. It's a lot of letters. I'm sure you guys don't care about that. Just search up the Lenovo Ideapad Slim 3 on asianic.com.ph and you'll probably get the same result.
Absolutely.
So, what are we looking at here? Well, let's give the rundown. Let's already give the people what they want. Let's talk about that exterior.
Ooh,
all right.
Okay.
So we're gonna see that this exterior is is it a matte finish? Is that what it is?
Well, it's got a matte gray look. Matte is kind of like, how do you describe matte? Matte is the type that like gets your fingerprints on it.
Is it?
Well, the thing is, I like how it's like, it has a certain shine to it.
Yeah. It's not like a glary shine. I think it's a matte shine. Yeah. So it is matte.
Yeah,
so
matte,
I'm not
matte.
tripping out. Okay, so basically, what I also notice about this laptop is it has a very similar, I'm not saying identical, but it has very similar design to, other products like
Really?
Apple.
Oh,
more specifically, the speakers I'm noticing on the sides, like most Apple laptops.
Oh yeah,
do.
it's right on the sides of the keyboard, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, yeah.
So it's much easier to like hear it, I'd say.
Yeah, so ergonomically wise, or I guess not really just ergonomically, but also in the sense that if you like the design of Apple laptops, but obviously you don't want to sell an arm and a leg to get one, you guys can maybe try your luck with this one because it's a lot cheaper and it looks very clean.
Nice.
I would say that it looks very professional. And I know we say that a lot about a lot of laptops here on Budget for Your Gadget.
Yeah.
But particularly this one, I think is not not really business clean. It just looks neat.
True though, true. That is
If I were
true.
to just pull this out of my bag, it doesn't look like a lot.
It's on the smaller side, I'd say. So picking it up, moving it around isn't too hard. And I'd say it's perfect for the type who would like go in and out from work or school, let's say.
Yes, yeah, definitely. So, if you guys are concerned about the dimensions, whoa, we're using
Fancy terms.
Yeah, so if you guys are concerned about the dimensions, we have a 14-inch display.
Nice.
So don't worry, because even though we said it looks small, 14 inches display is actually pretty significant.
True.
I would, to be honest.
No, that's true. That's enough, I'd say. And
More than enough.
one thing I like about that thing, because I carried it over and like moved it around a bit earlier.
Yep.
The thing is very, very it feels very durable.
Really?
Like it's on
Let me just
it's
slam it shut right
the thing is,
now.
it's on like the heavier side. Like on the it's not heavy that it's hard to move around. It's like you feel that it's strong.
Oh,
you
I get
feel
it.
that it can
doesn't
take a
feel
lot.
like it's empty.
Yeah, it feels quality.
That's the good description.
That's a good way to put it.
Most definitely. So, another thing I noticed is it also has, which I think all laptops, this should be standard across all laptops. I don't know why it's not. But it has a privacy cover for the webcam.
Oh, that's good.
Yes.
That's really good.
Yeah, so, in case you guys are, because honestly, for me, I have big paranoia when it comes to cameras because I do a lot of online classes,
Well, we do Zoom meetings on a daily nowadays.
Exactly. So imagine, what if I never left the meeting and my camera's on?
I get that.
And I'm doing something, I'm like,
Doing something else.
Yeah, doing something weird in my room, right?
Yeah.
Like, what if I'm dancing in my room?
Yeah.
And I don't want anyone to see, and then my entire section sees it.
That's true. That's true.
I'm getting chills thinking about it. So the privacy cover is sort of like that double insurance.
I love that.
To know,
Let's cover up on the specs, the inside of this thing, because of course, I don't think it's all slacking in that department.
So you think you want to get to the nitty and
the
gritty?
nitty gritty. That's what we want to talk about here on Budget.
Well, don't worry, because we've been talking a lot about its aesthetic, man.
Yeah,
big word.
The aesthetics. Yeah, the aesthetics.
And the the build quality, all of that. But I know you guys, some of you tech heads, some of you techno people are also curious about the internals of the laptop. Well, fret not, because we do have an Intel Core i5 13th gen.
Dude, 13th gen is not bad at all.
Yes.
Dude, i5, that's better than a lot of laptops.
No, think about it. Once I tell you guys the price, you're not
Really now.
you're not gonna be
okay.
you're not gonna be dissuaded.
I love that. Okay. I'll leave that to you.
We're also running an 8GB DDR5 RAM.
Really now?
Yes, and a 500GB storage SSD.
Wow, dude. Actually, I looked into it. I think it can do 16. When I looked at the system information,
Really?
dude, it has 16 right now.
Okay, listen, guys, do not take our word for it. Go to any Asianic branch and
if
ask
I'm not
them.
mistaken, it's over on their website. That's
Is it?
asianic.com.ph.
What?
It's actually 16.
Man, they already did the work for you. I was about to go to one of their stores and be like, hey, guys.
I was like, when I saw it, I was like, damn, that's good value. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Well, perfect.
Because it felt so smooth. It felt so nice moving everything around. It didn't feel, because usually laptops, they feel finicky, they feel hard, they feel like on the cheaper side of things.
Yes.
This, you sense that it's like, this can do a lot, this is fast, this can do absolutely anything you want it to do.
Can I just have an honorable mention as well for the hinges?
Dude,
The
that-
laptop
I was gonna
hinges?
say,
Yeah.
that's the thing. That's what I'm talking about, the durability wise.
Yeah, no, because the big problem with a lot of laptops is they tend to cheap out on the hinges because their logic is, well, I mean, the hinges, they don't need to be that great.
I get that.
Because,
that.
you know, I mean, when you open your laptop, it's not like it's going to move a lot. But then you realize when you keep opening and closing your laptop, those hinges are going to wear over time.
Yeah.
This laptop is a full, like, the hinge is across the entire screen.
I love that.
So, like, look at this, guys. Over at playback.tv/magic899, you guys can see, like, I'm just moving this thing back and forth. No problems here. And then it snaps, imagine.
Oh my gosh, dude.
And you guys tuning over on your radio sets, take my word for it that I'm just opening this laptop open shut, no problems.
Absolutely perfect.
No hinge damage. I don't feel like the hinges are gonna break on me any moment.
I love that. One more thing I liked about it. I looked at the webcam. That's a 1080p webcam.
Ooh.
And I was like, wait a minute. That's because usually webcams go for 1280, 720.
480.
Usually, yeah? It's not square.
Because they cheap it out. Because the idea is, why would you need a good quality camera if you want a laptop, right? If you want a good quality camera, buy a webcam.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But then this thing, built in, has really
they're like,
really good webcam.
Yeah, no, they're like, well, why would you buy one? We just have one.
Exactly.
There's no need to buy one.
Exactly. But yeah, the people over on playback.tv/magic899, and I'm sure the people on the road as well, they're probably wondering, these dudes, they've been glazing this thing. They've been yapping. Oh my gosh.
Don't worry. For all you students and working professionals out there, this is definitely the laptop for you. The reason behind it, oh my gosh.
I didn't hear anything. Continue.
We didn't hear anything. Okay, the reason behind this laptop is definitely for you. We have, for a price of 40,000 pesos, this laptop can be yours completely. And you know our friends over at Asianic
Of
got
course.
some banger deals for us as per usual.
Of course,
right?
dude.
And let me tell you guys, okay, listen guys, they gave me the details of this promo that they're having. And it's low-key the best deal they've ever had. I might buy this laptop just to get the rest of the promo.
I get that. I get that.
So, if you guys, we're going to talk about the promo later in a bit because it's a cash promo. But, you know, because we always talk about cash promos here. You guys are like, oh my gosh, here we go. I don't have that kind of cash lying around.
Yeah.
You know, who has 40K in the, you know, just lying around next to their bed?
Physical, yeah.
Like, you know, I'm...
like the bands?
Yeah, we don't got that.
Okay,
all right?
yeah.
So don't worry, you can pay for 3,333 pesos a month for 12 months or 6,666 a month for 6 months on major credit cards.
Dang.
So you can pay this in installment, guys.
I love that.
Don't
I love
worry.
that. I love
know it's really difficult, guys, nowadays to just pay in bulk. You know, especially if you're a working student or just a student, you're starting off your job, or maybe you just don't make enough to justify a purchase.
It's
like
a lot
this.
for one big purchase.
Yes. So don't worry, Asianics got you covered. They do have installment plans ready for you guys, 6 months and 12 months. Don't worry.
Absolutely love that.
Asianics.
They got our back.
They got our back. They do not like scamming us.
But you were talking earlier about freebies?
All right.
Oh my God.
Here we
Okay,
go.
okay,
We got. Look at this guy. The moment I mentioned the word, you know, promo,
Well, I'm
suddenly,
like rubbing my
get the
hands.
cogs turning in his head. All right. So any of you cash buyers, I'd like to say if any of you guys have 40K lying around, you know, wow. But if any of you guys are cash buyers, Asianics got a deal for you guys as well, because if you buy in cash, you can get a Canon G1010 printer.
A printer. An entire printer.
They just shove it right in with the box with your laptop. Just take it. Take our money.
Oh my gosh.
You know, and you'll get 1,500 pesos worth of cinema tickets.
Oh my gosh,
Guys,
dude.
let's put this into perspective a little bit. All right? Cinema tickets go around for like, what, 300 pesos nowadays?
Sometimes
that's-
500, dude, I
Okay,
tell
so
you.
that's like 4 cinema tickets.
Uh-huh.
That's 2 dates with your girlfriend.
Oh my
2 dates with your
gosh,
boyfriend. 2 dates with your friend. You know, maybe, the possibilities are endless.
crazy,
I'm
man.
just saying, I'm just really shocked at the deal Asianic's giving us because I think we're just straight up robbing them at this point.
Dude.
They gotta stop giving us good deals. They're gonna go broke from
Dude, that's
from this.
absolutely beautiful. Well, you got to give it because, of course, imagine, like you said, you're like a working student or someone who needs a laptop ASAP, something you need that you can
ASAP.
trust. You can get it over on asianic.com.ph and every single one of their branches. You can get these amazing deals. That's a laptop with a printer.
Yes, once again, that is the Lenovo Ideapad Slim 3 for 40,000 pesos. And if you pay in cash, you can get a Canon G1010 printer and 1,500 pesos worth of cinema tickets.
Oh my
That's all of
gosh,
that in one
dude.
40K purchase,
That's
guys.
an enormous package.
Listen,
oh my gosh.
I will also say this. Printers nowadays go for like 10K.
Yes, they
Put that
do.
into perspective. You're essentially getting a laptop for 30K and a printer for 10K.
Dude, banger.
You see how when you phrase it like that,
Banger, banger, banger.
suddenly it looks like Asianic's gonna go out of business because they keep giving us good deals. All right?
Exactly. That was another episode of Budget for Your Get. Thank you again to our friends over on asianic.com.ph. Be sure to stick around and be sure to look out for any of their branches to avail these amazing deals.
Before that, sorry. Big Boss just called in. Gotta mention, the cash buyers, they can pay in these branches specifically. SM, wait, hold up. SM
Go ahead.
Tarlac, SM Marilao, SM Cubao, SM Fairview, SM Makati, SM Dasmariñas, SM Lucena, and SM Batangas. Valid until June 2. So you guys have around about a week?
Okay, yeah,
1 week,
yeah,
one week.
a week.
So if any of you working students need, let's just say you need a little loan from your parents.
There
You're
we go.
Listen, mom and dad.
I need it.
This Zoom meeting, I can't keep doing it on my phone, all right? They're gonna
That's
ask
true.
us to open an Excel sheet and I can't do that on my phone.
The people on playback are saying, mine na yan, mine na.
Yeah, go to any go to the Asianic branches I mentioned and it's all yours. Just tell them.
Absolutely.
Tell them JJ Wacky and JJ David sent
Sent
me.
you. Exactly.
Give it to me, please.
We got you guys. But yes, thank you again to our friends over at Asianic. This was...
Budget for your gadget with Joel Dela Cruz.
I think we had too much time, there was nothing